So hey everyone, once again I welcome you over Litmos YouTube platform. As you know, this is video number 2 of our ongoing GK revision series, in which I will provide you the most important general awareness questions for the upcoming examinations, which will help you immensely in NABARD, IEPS, SBI, APFO, NISCL and other such examinations. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed our course yet, you can check out the description box and you can subscribe. So let's start. In the previous video we have already discussed 20 questions, so we will start from question number 21. Okay, so finance minister has recently unveiled rupees 6 trillion plan to monetize assets, and this plan is known as national monetization plan pipeline. Okay, and what is under this scheme? So under the national monetization pipeline, that is NMP, finance minister, or you can say government, is looking to monetize to collect about rupees 6 trillion, that is 6 lakh crore rupees, to partly fund its ambitious infrastructure projects over 4 years. Okay, that is till 2024-25, that is financial year 25. So you have to tell that about how much money will be realized through asset monetization in the current financial year. Options are given here. So the correct answer is 0.88 trillion, and as you know that 1 trillion is 1 lakh crore, so this becomes 88,000 crore. So 88,000 crore will be realized through asset monetization in the current financial year, and you can see that in the next financial year it is 1.62, 1.79 and 1.67 trillion. Alright, so moving towards question number 22. So as I told you that this is known as national monetization pipeline, in which finance minister has unveiled rupees 6 trillion plan to monetize assets. You have to tell that NMP will constitute how much percent of the center's share of rupees 43.29 trillion in the NIP, that is national infrastructure pipeline. So options are given here. You have to tell that NMP constitute how much percent of the NIP. NMP means national monetization pipeline and NIP means national infrastructure pipeline. So as you know that this plan, which is NMP, this basically covers 12 line ministries and department which is gonna monetize. Okay, and if you see that which are the top 3 sectors by value, then at top it is road, then railway, and then it is power sector. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is option C, that is 14%. And you can see here that which are the key sectors which are gonna monetized in this NMP. Fine. So moving towards question number 23. The RBI expert committee on UCB, that is Urban Cooperative Bank, has suggested a 4-tiered structure to regulate them based on the size of deposits. So you have to tell that who is the head of this expert committee. So the right answer is NS Viswanathan. And let me tell you that on the basis of the size of deposits, what are the 4-tier structure? So there are like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4. Okay, and if your deposit are more than 10,000 crore, so this will come in means tier 4, and if the deposit of UCBs are between 1,000 crore to 10,000 crore, that is 1k to 10,000 crore, then this will come in tier 3. And if your deposits between 100 crore to 1,000 crore, so this comes in tier 2, and below them means all other urban cooperative banks having deposits up to 100 crore will come under tier 1. So this is the bifurcation for the UCBs, very important one. Moving towards question number 24. At 55,000 means 55,000 students, you have to tell that which country has cleared most Indian student visas in this year 21. So very easy question. USA. So you can read here that amid of the coronavirus, US was clearly at the top position in providing the student visa, and this number was at 55,000. Moving to the question number 25, the Finance Ministry has summoned Infosys MD and CEO over troubles with new income tax e-filing portal. Okay, the website went live earlier this year but has been marred by glitches since its launch on June 7. We have to tell that who is the MD and CEO of Infosys. So the correct answer is Salil Parekh. N. Chandrasekaran is CEO of TCS, Shiv Nadar of HCL, and Ajim Premji of Wipro. Okay. Moving forward, question number 26. The aim of Jal Jeevan Mission is to provide safe tap water to every rural household in the country by which year? And do you know that who is the Minister of Jal Shakti? There is a ministry named as Jal Shakti. So the Minister of Jal Shakti is Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, and the answer of this question is 2024, option C. Now question number 27. Who announced a small business loan initiative in partnership with online lending platform IndieFi for small and medium businesses that advertise on the social media site? So this is Facebook. You can see here the hologram of Facebook CEO, that is Mark Zuckerberg, who recently told that he's gonna change his Facebook company from a social media to a metaverse company. Okay, and what is metaverse company? So this is basically the amalgamation of augmented reality and virtual reality, and you can see here that he is giving a presentation through his hologram, augmenting the AR and VR. Moving to the question number 28. Government has amended the FEMA, that is Foreign Exchange Management Rules 2019, to enable the increase in FDI limit in the insurance sector. So we have to tell that what is the limit of FDI in insurance sector. So the correct answer is 74%. So Parliament has basically passed this bill in March itself, and it has increased the FDI in insurance sector from 49% to 74%. This is a very important one. You can see here. Now question number 29. Which of the following is not a member of the Monetary Policy Committee? So recently there was a Monetary Policy Committee meeting between August 4 to August 6. So you have to tell that which of the following is not a member of the MPC. So the correct answer is all are the members of MPC. You just have to remember the name of each one. There are 6 members in the MPC, that is Monetary Policy Committee, and those are Mridul Sagar, Asima Gol, Sasank Bhire, Jaykant Verma, Shaktikant Das, who is the governor, and Michael Patra. Now question number 30. So retail inflation fell to a 3-month low of 5.59% in July, and in June this was like 6.26%. okay, so you can see here that it dipped from 6.26% to 5.59%. Basically retail inflation is measured by the CPI, that is consumer price index. So you have to tell that you can see here that CPI based inflation rate came back within the Monetary Policy Committee's tolerance limit after 2 months. So what is the tolerance limit? So it is 2% to 6%. So earlier it was 6.26%, that is it was out of the tolerance limit, and now in July it is under the tolerance limit after 2 months, that is May and June. So now as per MPC, what is the inflation rate will be in the second quarter of the current financial year? I am asking you about the inflation rate in second quarter of current financial year. So the right answer will be 5.9%. You can see here that RBI has projected CPI at 5.7% during the recent MPC meet for the current financial year. This is very important. And if you talk about quarter wise, so 5.9% in quarter 2, 5.3 in quarter 3, so this is 5.8 in quarter 4. Alright, so you must remember these all data. Now question number 30. The government has banned the use of select single-use plastics item with effect from which month of 2022? So you might have heard the news that the Environment Ministry said that the manufactured, import, stocking, distribute, sale and use of different kind of single-use plastic will be prohibited from July 2022. So this is the correct option. Question number 32. What is the rank of India in Global Startup Economic Index by Startup Blink? So this is Global Startup Economic Index and provided by Startup Blink. So last year India's rank was 17th, but this year India slipped by 3 places and now India is at 20th position. So this is the correct answer. And who is at the top position? So the correct answer is US. Okay. So like last year, US, UK, Israel, Canada and Germany are at the top 5 exports respectively. Okay. Moving towards the next question, which is 33. What is the rank of India in Global Cybersecurity Index released by ITU, that is International Telecommunication Unit? So the rank of India is 10. And again USA topped this index, Cybersecurity Index, and it was released by ITU, that is International Telecommunication Union. Now again question from RBI. Question number 34. RBI has overhauled rules for extending loans to director of other banks and relatives of director. Okay, so this rule has been changed. Now accordingly, how much amount of personal loan allows to other banks director without board approval? So earlier it was 25 lakh, but now it is up to 5 crore. This rule has been changed for extending loan to directors of other banks and relatives of director. So this is also very important. And we will discuss the last question of today, that what is the new GDP forecast of India as per IMF recent report? You know that the name of report of IMF is World Economic Outlook, WEO. Okay, so what is the correct answer? So the correct answer is, can you guess? I am giving you some time. You can also check out the growth forecast of other organizations like S&P, World Bank, ADB and Moody. I have provided all the data in this chart. Okay, so the GDP forecast of India for financial year 22 is 9.5%. Okay, that means this is the ongoing ongoing financial year. So this is 9.5%. Earlier it was 12.5%, but this is the latest data. And if we talk about the next financial year, so it is 8.5%. Alright, hope you like this video. If you want to subscribe our course, you can check out the description box, and if you have any query, you can write us at hi@litmode.in, litmode.in. Okay, so to save your time, you can subscribe our courses. See you in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.